And welcome back. It's now time for our cooking segment. And this morning we have Luella Gregory here this morning. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming last minute. So first of all, we're going to kind of explain you are new. And the reason why you're here today is because the egg lady, Jo Manhart, slipped and fell earlier this week, and she's doing okay, but she was unable to come. And luckily, another friend that has been on the show, Ashley McCarty, was able to find you last minute. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, and we send well wishes to Jo.
Yes,
She's
we do.
A wonderful person, so we hope that she.
Yes. So do you want to just really quickly tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure. So I actually implement educational efforts on behalf of Missouri Farmers Care. My husband and I farm in Northeast Missouri, so we raise cattle and row crop. So I love telling the story of agriculture, and I also love to cook. So I love telling the farm family's story behind the ingredients that we love. So
perfect.
Excellent.
Thanks for having me.
And today we are going to make beef breakfast burritos.
Yes.
And so, I mean, it looks delicious. So what do we need to do in order to make it happen?
So what I love about these is that they're full of nutrition. So we have our beef and our eggs, so that lots of nutrients to get our day started. These are also great for an Easter brunch, and they're also great to freeze and heat up. So there's going to be two things going on. So we're going to heat our ground beef up, and we're also going to scramble some of our eggs. So we're just going to get some of our lean beef, and we're going to make sure that's browned and that's thoroughly cooked through.
Okay.
And then we're also going to do 4 eggs in here, and we've already scrambled some of these so we can get through all the steps for you guys. And when we're scrambling these, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of water, and then also some cilantro, and we're going to be using that on a great sauce as well. So cilantro is a Chinese parsley, and it's an herb, and it adds just a little bit of kick of flavor. So it's really great, especially for a morning breakfast burrito. So if you would mind chopping up a little bit of onion, we're going to get started. In the beef mixture, we're going to add a little bit of onion, and we're going to add a little bit of red pepper, and I'm going to add just a little bit of cilantro as we get started.
I love your knives.
Thank you. I was like,
at home. I think I need to
take a couple of those home with me.
I need to get some new ones.
Well, you know, I used my old knives for years and years, and I'm like, I need some new knives because a good knife is really your friend in the kitchen. Yeah. So while we're letting these cook and heat through, we're going to make a little bit of a sauce that we're going to go on our breakfast burrito. So this is actually sour cream. It's got a kick of lime juice in it, so you're going to add just a little bit of lime juice. Do you want to add a little bit?
Sure.
Squeeze a little in there. And then we're also going to add a little bit of cilantro to our lime sauce.
Probably good.
Yeah. So that's going to be, and this is optional, so if this isn't your thing, you could definitely do something else. We also have salsa. Salsa is a great topping for our breakfast burrito too. So let's get our, if we get our meat browned, and we're going to season it a little bit with some chili powder, so a couple teaspoons of chili powder. If you want to kick that up a notch, you can certainly put more of that in there. And then we also have some cumin as well. So we're going to add that to our meat mixture.
And did you say you wanted to add the onions into there? Or
yes,
afterwards?
let's go ahead and add the onions into our beef mixture.
You said you and your husband have cattle?
We do.
Is this from the farm, the beef?
It is.
It is.
The beef is from the farm. We love to have beef in our freezer. We love to have the meat on hand. Ground beef's also a great ingredient to have on hand because everybody's busy. We need something quick. It's a great. We can use all kinds of fast recipes with our ground beef.
And while this is cooking up, tell us a little bit more about the Find Our Common Ground initiative.
Sure. So I'm also a part of the Find Our Common Ground, Missouri Common Ground. We have an organization which is made up of farm women, and Common Ground wants to tell the story about farm families and farm women. So we know that there's a lot of questions about food, and we want to share our story. So findourcommonground.com is a great resource. You can go online, you can ask questions, and you can talk to actual farm women from all across the country about their farming operation.
That's a fantastic.
Get real conversations going. We want to answer those questions. So I encourage everybody to visit that website, and there's also some great recipes from farm women all over.
Perfect. And what we'll do to make it easier for all our viewers out there is we'll post the link to that website inside the recipe for this dish that we're making right now on ktvo.com. So
yeah. So what we're going to also do to add a little bit of flavor. What's great about these burritos too is that there isn't a wrong recipe. So if you have another veggie or something else that you want to add to your mixture, you can certainly do that. I love to add color. Color really is a great thing to toss into your dish. So that's why we want some red pepper.
And it kind of makes it more inviting to actually eat and try. So we're going to try to show this off a little bit. I know that with our cameras.
Maybe if kids are kind of picky, if they see a lot of color, they're like, oh, I'll try that.
Yeah, and I also encourage everybody that has kiddos at home too, get them involved in the cooking in the kitchen, because it's such a great skill, and it also, like you mentioned, helps them incorporate some of those good veggies, and it also gets them that good protein to start out with the morning. So as we get this brown, it's smelling good here. I wish you guys could smell it at home. We're gonna add some cheese to our egg mixture. So like I mentioned, this is our egg. We're gonna scramble it just like you would do scrambled eggs, and then we're gonna add a little bit of cheese to that.
Any kind of cheese you want?
Any kind of cheese. I typically use the combination.
The Colby Jack.
Yeah, the Colby Jack, Monterey Jack.
My favorite.
Yeah. So you can use, but definitely you can't go wrong if you want a cheddar or something else.
Okay.
So we're pretty good on this egg mixture. We're gonna just turn it down a bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna just cook our beef, make sure it's nice and cooked.
Okay.
Looks like we're getting there. It's smelling really good. Like I said, if you want to add some more spice, we can.
Okay.
And then we will get ready to create these.
Okay.
We can use wheat tortillas. You can also use spinach.
Okay.
So you can use any kind of wrap that you want for your burrito. And as I mentioned earlier too, you can also, if you're on the weekend or you have some extra time, cook up some extras, pop them in the freezer, and then on a morning when you're in a rush, just kick them out and then heat them in the oven. And you can heat them all the way through.
That's what we love around here is convenience.
Yeah, that absolutely. I think we all know how busy lives can be, so we have to have something that's quick and easy.
Sure thing.
So, okay, so do you want to help? Let's see, we're going to plate up some of these.
Okay.
And then we will review once we, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put our egg mixture into our beef mixture.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to just combine all that.
Okay.
Smelling really good.
It looks delicious.
Like I said earlier, I love that it has a beef and egg, veggies, so you have lots of good nutrients,
So
lots of good minerals.
do you do about 1 egg per burrito on average, probably, something like that?
So you can definitely add some more eggs if you're feeding a crew or feeding a crowd. If you'd like a little bit more eggs, we did 4 with a couple tablespoons of water. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, this looks like it'd
eggs.
feed about 3 or 4 at least.
Yes, for sure.
So while we continue mixing that, what we'll do is when we come back, we'll show off the final product, and of course, our favorite part is taste it.
Try it.
Absolutely.
And if you're just joining us, we made the beef breakfast burrito courtesy of Luella Gregory, who is here this morning. And not only did she make this incredible dish, but she used locally grown beef from your farm, correct?
We did. Yes, we do raise cattle on our farm. But I will say that a lot of times when you go to the grocery store, you're getting local products too, and you just may not know it. So we have lots of wonderful farm families all across the country and in Missouri working hard for you. And so lots of good products, lots of good choices to choose from.
Yes. And in our previous segment, you had talked about some initiatives that you're part of, and what we'll do to make it easier for everyone watching right now is not only will we post the recipe to this dish, but we'll also link up all of those websites, including your website as well, if they want to get in contact with you and talk with you some more. So we made this beef breakfast burrito, and you have some red peppers in there, some cilantro, eggs, cheese, and then you made a lime cilantro sauce.
Yes. So real quick recap, we want to scramble our eggs, get our ground beef nice and done, add those add the green or red pepper, cilantro, give it some onion. We also added some cumin and chili powder for some good spice. And then our cilantro sauce is sour cream, a little bit of lime juice, and some cilantro. And it adds a great little flavor to our
And you
to
cut
our
up
dish.
some little pieces for us to try out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Don't mind if I do.
This is the fun part.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This is perfect, and I know that the crew back in production are waiting to come on and try some too. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for watching, and of course, your news will continue tonight. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.